do you guys want to talk about Twitch banning everybody now?
We could.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And also, did Zentrea get banned? I thought she just got a warning.
I believe it is a warning. That is how I read it. If she actually got banned, I feel like there would be more said about it because, yeah, it's one of those things where now, when it comes to that warning, I've seen it applied on quite a few VTubers. It was a warning that wasn't applied to Shondo because Shondo got a lot of people think that Shondo got like reported by a couple people, and we'll talk about that here in a moment. But Zen got a warning. I know the Lydia, the Gyaru news streamer, also got a warning. And then I saw a couple of the random people that got warnings. They are all the exact same warning. And it was for sexual content on stream. And it's very insane. I think the thing that was most insane to me here about Zen's is Zen claims that it was for a model that they have had on stream for a long time. And the fact that they were getting the warning then was very shocking to them. It's not shocking to me, considering how things are going, but it's just very crazy that the model was good for 2 years. Lydia got R18 restricted. Yeah, so Lydia... I'm going to pull up Lydia's account here because I feel like it's important to show her off. Oops. Lydia is cool. She's also another Gyaru. And she's a cat.
Lydia got 18 plus applied to her channel until next week. Yeah, it's like, I know when I stream on Twitch, I just leave on like a couple of warning things by default.
Well, here's a few. Lydia actually did get a couple of good things here. So, before we talk about Lydia, let's talk about Shondo, because Shondo was kind of the canary in the coal mine for I really shouldn't be scrolling her page.
Well, Shondo's got hit a couple times.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think this wasn't the first time Shondo was hit here. So let me pull up her tweet here. And like I said, I did cover this the other day. So I'm already very familiar with a lot of this, and people fed me a lot of information afterwards. So I can refeed you both the information, and you both can cut in when you feel like it. So from my understanding, Mizu, you might know more about Shondo than I do. She's a bit of an edgier streamer. I was told that during one of her Civ streams, she decided to dress up as an Aryan painter while she streamed.
But today we're going on an interesting mission. We're going to fix him. Mr. H. Very bad man. I don't like him. I want to warn you guys, no politics.
You
Okay,
think
that's
I'm
funny though. That's fucking funny.
It's funny.
I think it's funny too.
It's a good meme.
I agree. I think it's funny. I said this during my stream. I was like, it doesn't matter if you're dressing up as an Aryan painter or a communist or capitalist. It's a joke. And so because I think she is more of an edgier streamer, I think that some people were reporting her. That's what a lot of people think. We don't know if that's actually true, but what happened was during the stream that got taken down, and I believe it was on the 13th because this was on the 14th. She was having a moment with her chat because I believe she had been drinking, and chat. If you
She
were
was
there,
wasted.
she was wasted, and she
White
had a
girl
moment.
wasted, the most dangerous kind of wasted. It is. Lumi can vouch.
Lumi is pretty
Yeah.
funny when she's wasted, though.
Hey,
In a good
at
way.
least I'm a friendly drunk and not like, you know, an angry drunk.
I have some angry drunks in my family, and I agree that a friendly drunk. I have a drunk in my family that literally, when I was young, he would get drunk while watching the seasonal football, and if you were nice and walked up to him, he would give you money.
Oh yeah, my grandpa does the same thing, except he's always drunk because that's how he deals with his PTSD from when he was in the Marines.
That sucks. But if it helps him deal with it, then I hope that I hope that it doesn't hurt him. I guess
I don't think
I
I've
don't know.
ever seen him sober. It's like, I remember he was talking to my middle sister, and I think she was like 10 at the time when he was talking to her, and he just gets into a very serious tone, and he's just like, I've seen the devil. And I'm like, what? Grandpa, what?
I mean, to be fair, you can go through war. You probably kind of have.
Yeah.
He was if I remember right, a Vietnam Marine.
That's even worse. I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing. I feel like that's even more painful for some people.
It's like, I don't know what kind of insurance he has. Granted, the VA doesn't help veterans like at all.
No, they never do.
So if him constantly being drunk keeps him happy, that's okay. It's like, he's never gotten violent before. I've never heard any bad stories about him.
Yeah.
From my dad and all that. My grandma is happy. He takes care of her and all that still. He's not an abusive drunk. It's how he stays calm.
I mean, I would say that's good. I would say that's definitely, because again, there are some bad drunk people out there. And when you get one of the ones that is just chill, I think that's a good thing. But you say that he like hands out money when people come and visit him.
He gave me like $20 once because he was like, Lumi, you're my oldest grandbaby, and I know that you'll do great. And I'm like, thanks, Grandpa.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, yeah, my uncle, because he was a decently well-off dude. Still is, I think. Whenever we would visit grandparents and the uncle was there, this was when I was young. He didn't do it when I became a teenager. Bastard. He would hand out money. It was just really funny because everybody was like, all the kids knew to just be nice to him, and he always fell for it. And I think the aunts caught on, but like they just let him have at it. Anyway. So back to this. Shondo was drunk. I don't know the exact verbiage when it came to what she said, but it was along the lines of how her chat kept her from going to scary places, basically. And how Twitch was basically an outlet for her to deal with some of the painful things in life. Which, you know, I think a lot of people use streaming as an outlet for that. I know a decent chunk of people that take it as that. So she was having a moment and basically talk about how grateful she was for chat. And she ends her stream, goes to bed, and then she wakes up to find out that Twitch has suspended her account. Like, just suspends her account completely. And I'm gonna be real, this is the first time I've seen Twitch suspend an account for this reason. I know they've probably done it in the past, which is self-harm, but I've never seen it. Never, ever seen it. So on the page here it says, "Hello, Fallen Shadow. We reviewed your content. We're concerned about you. If you're currently struggling or feeling unsafe, please reach out for help. Talk to someone you can trust and contact your doctor or go to the hospital. In accordance with our community guidelines and to protect our community, we've removed the content. Self-harm behavior, bracket, seriously threatening to harm yourself or endanger your life, is not allowed on Twitch." I've made the comment that I don't feel like it's acceptable anywhere. Maybe Kick, but nowhere else. Please read our community guidelines to learn more. We have a page dedicated to mental health support and resources that can help you navigate this difficult time here. As this is a breach of our guidelines, we suspended your account for 30 days. Mizu, has she been suspended before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her birthday.
Oh, okay.
For being youth risky.
Youth risky.
Which nobody knows what the fuck it means. Twitch refuses to like go into it.
I absolutely hate youth risky.
The thing is, youth risky is typically only ever applied to like lolly VTubers. Not literally nobody else, just lolly VTubers, and it doesn't make sense because there are no children involved at any point. Because first off, the person doing it is not a youth; they are a person playing a character. And then typically, people in like the lolly show community hate children and make it explicitly clear that children are not welcome in their spaces.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Youth risky question mark? Yes, Twitch gives people bans for something called youth risky.
They don't want another etiquette situation. Okay, here's the thing, chat. I understand when it comes to bodily harm. I'm trying to be careful with my words here because I am on multiple platforms here. When it comes to bodily harm, platforms don't want to show that off because it's obviously a PR nightmare for them. So they are not going to allow it to exist, basically. But it still, unfortunately, leads to the issue where they can do something like what they did with Shondo and get rid of somebody's outlet when they actually need it. And I am not entirely sure why, like it's difficult because, like, you would think that if the person who reviewed Shondo's VOD was actually like a smart individual here, they would know that Shondo is not actually going to do real harm to herself. But it speaks volumes to me that they did this, and it lends credence to the issues that we've been seeing lately with streamers getting banned, and not just any streamers. VTubers have been getting routinely suspended or just given warnings on the platform, and it's happening more and more and more and more. Excuse me. And I mean, like, because the thing is, I don't think either of us have had any issues with that, but I have been seeing a lot of VTubers just getting sniped off the platform for no perceived reason. I believe it was Kofefe, that was also suspended recently and had to scream to high heaven in order to get it unsuspended, and a lot of people were very surprised about that because they never unsuspend people unless there is major outcry, so it was kind of interesting to see her get unsuspended. But it's just really interesting to see that Twitch has been taking a more proactive approach towards VTubers, especially since, and I don't have the tweet pulled up, and I'm not going to pull it up, especially since we've got streamers, like female IRL streamers, that are just showing off their ass on screen and shaking it while trying to play Fortnite.
Yo, playing Fortnite, yes indeed.
And
it's just allowed.
It's just allowed. It's just allowed.
But then you're youth risky.
I just don't, because chat, here's the thing. If I did that, if I put a green screen over my tits and just started streaming with it, I believe that Twitch would give me a suspension. I 100% believe
Oh, they
that.
definitely would.
Shadow VT's Clip's latest video has a clip of Shondo talking about the suspension. We have not watched it yet, no. But it's just like, and Mizu, I think I'll let you take the floor with this for a few minutes, but like, I don't really understand why, well, okay, I shouldn't say that. I kind of do. It's all about the human being. And I think it's also about protecting the thoughts on Twitch. But, like...
It's definitely more protecting the thoughts on Twitch.
Oh, no, I definitely think it is, too. But it's just, like... you had a theory that I thought was really interesting, and I was wondering if you would expound upon it.
I am of the opinion that it really is just all about the IRL girls. And part of where, I think you get, like, them getting rid of VTubers a lot, specifically, like, with Zentreya for being lewd or whatever, is there's no, like, faux political reason to not ban them. Because you hear this a lot, like, Twitch has explicitly said this part is not necessarily a conspiracy, that they don't see a problem with what any of the female streamers are doing because it's feminist empowerment.
Yeah.
Which it's not. It's sex sells. Like, I don't know where they get off trying to say it's feminist empowerment. And with VTuber, there's no, like, faux air of feminist empowerment. because like it is just purely sex. It's not a real woman. Everybody knows that they look sexy to look sexy. There's no like fake political meaning behind it.
Yeah.
It's like, I agree with them probably doing this to VTubers because see, they are defending the IRL girls, and also like the IRL girls can fondle their balls, the VTubers cannot.
I mean, the VTubers can.
I mean, not as their actual VTuber self.
I mean, not as their self, no.
No.
But I mean, I've seen some of the women that get away with shit on Twitch. They have very low standards.
Oh yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
it should not matter what the VTuber women look like.
I mean, it doesn't help when a good portion of the VTuber women are either married, have a boyfriend, or a dude.
Or dude.
Yeah.
You're calling all three of us out here, except for Mizu, I think.
Yes.
But
I mean, Mizu is a dude.
oh,
so,
fair enough,
like...
fair enough.
Yeah, but I
Did
don't
you
pretend to be a
forget?
woman. I don't pretend to be a woman though, so I don't think it counts.
You do a pretty good
Yeah.
job at it.
People still think you're a woman.
Yeah, but that's not my fault. They're just gay.
It's very true, chat. Very, very true, chat. Or trans, or gay. You know,
Or
yeah.
gay.
Some people still think I'm trans. And you know what? To be fair, I get it. Fair enough. I got like a DM the other day by a quote-unquote Christian conservative who said Christ is king, and then they said I'm going to hell, and I was like, well, I worship God too. He's like, your parents talk about you weird behind your back. And I was like, bro, I'm not trans. My parents love me, and I love myself. And he's just like, I think you're trans, and I'm just like, okay. Have at it, my broski.
Oh, hey,
Armchair.
armchair.
Welcome. In line with what Mizu said, it's absolutely the case that Twitch is biased in their favor because the rules are changed not to discourage their conduct, but solely to keep them on the platform. No, I agree. Like, when it comes to women on Twitch, not just any women, but just like the thoughts in general, they are incentivized to stay on the platform because they want them there. It makes them money. Like, I'm not gonna say that, like, business-wise, it feels kind of short-sighted. Because...
Oh, it's definitely short-sighted.
Yeah, because, like, it really only will work for so long. Because when it comes to the Twitch thoughts, they are very ad-risky to a lot of ad providers. So I believe we're approaching a point with Twitch where they are going to either have to ban it or just die with the ship. And I'm not quite sure which one is going to happen, because ad providers will pull out with risky content like that, because unlike YouTube that has AdWords that are assigned to accounts, Twitch doesn't have that. And because Twitch doesn't have that, it's a lot harder to get an ad next to a stream that you like. So I can definitely see that Twitch is forced to make changes in the future. Maybe they'll just die with the ship. Excuse me.
I think they're gonna go down with the ship, honestly.
You think so?
Yeah, it's either they're gonna go down with the ship, or Bezos is gonna be putting Twitch on auction for a very cheap price.
I could see both. I could definitely see either or. No, I do think that it is the case. Like, okay, here's the thing. Chat, I've said this for a while. Everybody thinks, well, not everybody. Some people are starting to listen to me now, which is good. I love it when people start to listen to me, because when I'm right, and I know I'm right, I feel fuzzy inside when people listen to me. I've been telling people to stop just streaming on Twitch, because Twitch is no longer... Well, I don't think it really has ever been, like, a solid platform to stream on. But, like, just even more so recently, with everything that's been going on.
I think the correct answer is no platform is safe.
Well, okay, fair enough.
Don't ever assume your platform is safe, because YouTube and Twitch both will delete you from existence without caring.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to care about you.
Yeah, my personal opinion is really no platform is safe. There are platforms that are safer than others and have different perks than others, which is why I've always been a large proponent of multi-streaming in as many places as you can or can afford. That's why whenever somebody says, how do you stream on multiple platforms, I show them exactly where to go, I show them what to do, and what the best places for their time is. Even if, I tell people, even if you don't want to shell out some money to restream, there are other alternatives you can use that aren't as powerful in my opinion, but they do exist.
And restream is fine because you do 2 at a time, and realistically, you don't really need more than 2 necessarily.
Yeah, unless you're like us and you want to go professional and you want to do things full time and you want to be in multiple places, you don't really need more than 2. Most people can get away with 2. I know a lot of people that I've referred that told me they are only going to go to YouTube and Twitch and that's it. But you need to stop just streaming in one place. I've told this to multiple people. And every single time I tell this to somebody, they're like, oh, but if I stream to too many communities, I'm going to spread myself thin. And it's like, that's not true. Here's why I don't believe that is true. When I only streamed on Twitch, when I first started out, at max, I got 5 to 10 people. That was like 4 years ago. The minute I started multi-streaming, I had a completely different audience that would not even touch Twitch and never will touch Twitch. Hell, I have people on Twitch that will never go to YouTube, and they would rather just be on Twitch. That's fine. They can be there. I have people on YouTube, and I have a random couple of people that are on Twitter, just because Twitter is Twitter, and they don't have to watch ads on Twitter. And then I have Kick as well for the random degenerate that wants to be on Kick. But, like, you don't shrink your audience by diversifying the platforms you're on. You actually, in a long term, gain more of an audience. There is like everybody is going to have a main place where their audience is. Like for me and Lumi, YouTube is where the majority of our people actually sit and stay. But like, you can't settle on a platform. Like I talked about this back with former manager Paco. But you do not actually sit down in one place until they come at you and say, here's a shit ton of money to be exclusive on our platform. Until you get that, which I don't think is ever going to happen ever again, by the way. Until you get that, you don't go exclusive to one platform, ever.
Yeah, and it's like, I started out on just streaming on Twitch and everything.
Yeah.
And 4 months ago, yeah, it was only 4 months ago I started, like, consistently streaming over on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Like, not... Or was it 10 months ago?
It was a decent
somewhere between 4 and 10 months ago is when I started consistently streaming over on YouTube as well. And now YouTube is my biggest platform that I have. It's like I just recently reached 1,000 followers over on Twitch, but I have 2,300 subscribers over on YouTube.
Well, it's always growing for you. Always growing.
Yep.
I bet you'll be at 3,000 by the end of the year. Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Don't jinx it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Paco's trying to jinx you, Lumi.
No.
I'm scared about you overtaking them.
I'm not worried about that. And the reason why I'm not worried about that is because, again, the reason why groups are so powerful is when you're in a group, everybody literally trades viewers with viewers. That's why collaborating and doing things together is so powerful. So it's not like I'm worried about that, because if Lumi takes over, then I get to steal more of her people to bring over to my streams as well. It's totally fine.
I know, if anything, I'm leeching off of Arch and Dev.
Probably more Arch than Dev, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway. But going back to Shondo and the other VTubers, like, Shondo wasn't the only one to get hit. We talked about Zentreya a little bit. They got a sexual content warning, which I don't think that actually stops you from streaming. It just tells you, like, if you do this again, you are going to get a suspension or something like that. And like I said, Lydia, who is the Gyaru cat girl, she also got one. And the thing that bothers me about Lydia is like they don't know what the problem is. Like I have tried, she has tried to figure it out. Like, chat, here, I'm gonna bring up a picture here. It's not sexual at all here. If it is, then damn, I might need to be worried. But like, this is what her streams look like. I mean, I imagine that this is like not all of her streams, but this is one of her streams. Like this is what they classified as a sexual theme. Okay. And I don't get it. She doesn't get it. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. So it's obvious. It's very, very obvious that Twitch is targeting VTubers. It's very obvious. I mean, like, you know.
I think it's the tan line.
You think it's the tan line?
It's probably the tan line.
Really? Oh, man. Maybe it's a good thing that my tan line isn't actually visible. Everybody makes
Look
fun
at
of me.
all of the sex. I know, Azahara.
Oh
So
my
lewd.
gosh. It is.
Those rubber duckies, absolutely lewd.
Oh, man.
I believe in rubber ducky supremacy.
Rubber duckies.
What?
No, I just thought it was funny.
Everybody needs a rubber ducky.
I agree.
Might be the
They taught you that in
exposed booba.
Sesame Street.
Man, I should be worried if it's the exposed booba because it just literally have seaweed covering Limmy's titties.
No, yeah, Chad, if it's the exposed booba, how do you think I feel right now? Like, literally, she and I have almost the exact same amount of exposed booba here. The only difference is that my shoulders are exposed, and I'm on Twitch right now. Oh, man, I'm terrible. If that's, like, literally, if this is the problem, I feel like I'm in trouble.
Well, we all know I'm safe.
This is true, you literally
I
have...
don't know, those water balloons are looking a bit suspicious to me.
It's okay. I got the pop one today, so
Perfect.
I can always pop them if needed.
Mm-hmm. Are they targeting anime PNG tubers? I haven't seen just a PNG tuber get struck by this. It's really only just been live to
Actual VTubers.
Yeah, not only has it been just actual VTubers, it's all women.